else. She said it all. Put this up a little bit. All right. Good evening, everybody. First of all, I just want to say, as I walked into the room when I first came here, I saw a lot of faces I hadn't seen in a while, and it was good to be back to see all the people from Camden and the Camden surrounding areas, like Coach Eckenroth. I hadn't seen him in a while. He was there when I was in high school playing basketball and that type of thing. I saw my principal, Coach Goodwin. I saw him a few times at a few basketball games this year, so I got a chance to reunite with him a little bit. Then I saw his son, John, who's a part of this as well, and I hadn't seen him since high school. So he's a year older than me, but we did go to school together, man. So it's good to be back and see all the people who I hadn't seen in a while. Okay, so as I talk about this, first of all, I'm grateful and honored to have been selected to the Camden High School Hall of Fame. I would like to thank the Hall of Fame selection committee for selecting me for the 2023-24 class, and I would like to thank my family for being here to share this with me on this occasion. My mom is here, my sisters are here, Harriet, Diane, and Cheryl. Harriet's husband, Lamont, is here. My nephew, Dewan, is here. And also, at this time, I would like to thank my children, Jay, Crystal, and Josh. Crystal and Josh is here, but Jay couldn't make it, but his spirit is with us as we do this. So I want to thank them because they have been a really big part of my life, and they have allowed me to do what I do. All right, I've coached basketball, and I've done a lot of things for a long time here in the community, and spent a lot of time away from them doing that. And my wife has been kind of the backbone to keep that together as I went through my coaching and that type of thing, and I will thank her for that in a few minutes. But I would also like to thank my high school basketball coach, James Brewer. He's not here tonight, but I want to thank him because he came to coach at Camden High School when I finished my sophomore year of high school. So my last 2 years of high school, I played for him. And after my junior season, he sent me to a few basketball camps. And once I got back from those basketball camps for that week-long period, I had some letters in my mailbox where I was being recruited to go to college. And I thank him for that because if he had not sent me to those camps, I probably would have ended up going to college on a basketball scholarship. So he was the one to initiate that, to get that going for me. And I'm grateful for him for that because it really got me to that point where I needed to be at, as well as in the classroom, because I wasn't taking the classes I needed to take at the time to go to college. So he made sure I got on track with my classes and all that stuff. So I'm really grateful for him for allowing me to be in the position that I'm in today. And also, I'll share one more thing about Coach DeGrue, is that my wife and I, we were living in Jacksonville, Florida at the time. I attended Jacksonville University, so I ended up staying down there. And so my wife and I, we had 2 kids at the time, which was Jay and Crystal. And I was working. We had no plans coming back to South Carolina. We were living in Florida, enjoying the sunshine. Okay, so I can remember vividly on a Saturday afternoon, James Brewer called me. He was the principal at Lugoff Elgin Middle School at the time. And he called me and he said, "Who?" That's my nickname if you don't know it. Who is what they call me. He said, I got a job for you. I want you to come back to Camden at Lugoff Middle School and help me out. I want you to coach my basketball team, and I want you to be a counselor at the school for me. And so I thought about it for a minute and talked to my wife about it. And so after we talked about it, we agreed that we would come. And it's kind of hard to say no to Coach. You know, I don't know if you know him or not, but it's kind of hard to say no to him. But, you know, he's done so much for me. He helped me out so much, so it was hard to say no. So actually, it was really easy because he was just that type of person, man. So I ended up coming back, and that was in 1995. So we've been back here since 1995. And this is where I was able to start some of my mentoring programs and some of the motivational stuff that I do around the community and that type of thing. But he was a big part of that, and I'm grateful for him for that. And last, I'd like to thank my wife, she just said, of 35 years, for making this day possible. She has supported me for a long time during my coaching days, often left to handle the children by herself. I don't ever recall her complaining, but always supporting. I'm grateful for her, and I'm thankful for her, and I could not have done it. I could not be here without it. Thank you, and I love you. This accomplishment is one of the greatest awards of my life, and I'm honored to receive it. I had the opportunity to accomplish a few things in my life, but if I can share one thing and leave one thing with you, especially to the younger group, is that it's the 3 C's. And the 3 C's talks about choice, chance, and change. And what I mean by that is that you have to make a choice and take a chance if you want your life to change. And a lot of times we want our lives to change, but we won't take a chance on making a change. And everybody that I know that's successful, that's doing great things, guess what they did? They took a chance. Okay? So you gotta take a chance out there, man. I'm standing here today before you because I took some chances. And with those chances, you're not gonna win every time. All right? You're gonna fall sometime. You're gonna get knocked down sometime. All right? But you gotta keep going. It's like if you're playing baseball and you step up to the plate to hit the ball, all right? If you don't ever swing at it, you're not gonna hit it. Okay? So if you step up there, if you want things to happen, you gotta swing. And if you swing and you miss, it's okay. All right? But you gotta keep swinging. All right? In life, you're gonna miss 100% of the shots if you don't take. And a lot of us, we're not taking those shots. All right? We want this to change, but we won't take the shot to make it change. All right? So I submit to you today that you need to take that chance. Step out there, take a chance. And I always say this when I'm speaking too. If you take a chance and you get knocked down, land on your back. Because if you land on your back, you can look up. And if you look up, you can get it. Okay? So, and the last thing I want to say, and I'm going to take my seat, man. All right? Whenever I go speak, people always say, be brief and be seated. So, be brief and be seated. All right? But the last thing I want to say is just about 5 lines. It talks about advice to the people. And what it says is do all the good you can, to all the people you can, by all the means you can, as long as you can.
All right.
Thank you.